action. Hey everybody, how's it going out there? Let's ready to rock. No, I'm just kidding. How's everybody doing? Let's get some hash wax. Got some hash wax. I got my hash wax. So I get about 4 days out of. I don't know about this one. Yeah, this one looks like more than the last one. This is like a healthy dose more. Doesn't smell the same to me. That's why. Because this one just smelled different. Yeah, this smells stronger. So maybe that's why. I don't know. 73.3%. Yeah, this one says 76. That's what it is. So I gave you a little extra. That's cool. Indica dominant. Okay. Fine. So, about the universe. If you've watched this at all and seen the past, you know my theories about it. I thought that the explanation of being our universe existing within a black hole that has sucked in everything outside of it would be pretty much a good enough explanation, but I realized there was a little bit more to it than that. So I wanted to tap on a little bit extra on that and tag on a little bit extra. That would be the fact that being a singularity in itself, once you cross the event horizon into you basically become part of the singularity outside of time, outside of space, basically, but within the confines. It's not like you become so compressed. It's not. People think it is, but it's not. That's not where gravity comes from at all. In my belief, dark matter and dark energy is the result of the closed loop circuit that is time itself, touching itself. I mean, like going forward, eventually goes so far that it touches itself and you're back in the same spot that you were. Now, if it's an imperfect circle, it cannot keep going. You know what I mean? It will correct itself until it's a perfect circle. And when it is, then it can do all the different options and become a sphere. But it has to become a perfect circle first. So the beginning has to touch the end. So if we start at 0, we have to end at 0. Is there any wonder that it'd be the symbol for infinity? Because it'd be a separate thing. The beginning is different from the end, but they're the same. Because this is going into something. This is expanding into something. This is contracting down. So at the same time, here is the moment of creation right here in the center. See a little hole right there? I see you. Can you see me? All right, so right there in the center, if you can't, you can put your fingers together. That's the moment of creation, the moment of ending. That'd be ground zero, zero station. Okay? The world, the universe, expands and contracts in both directions simultaneously in a singularity. The past is happening in reverse. Okay? Now, in this negative world, or this negative time, there's negative space. Negative space would be full. And negative empty would be, actually negative full would be empty. And negative empty would be full. Causing so much gravity, since they do touch each other, going that way. The universe is birthing this way, and the universe is unraveling this way. And then it's coming back to this part. The great and terrible day of the Lord. Because this is the way that God wanted it to be. This is the way that we all make our shit that we make all of our choices, and we can't take it back. We can't go back. And as he's coming around this way, they meet up at a certain time, great and terrible day of the Lord, and he just storms over all this shit and anybody that's caused any fucking thing, that's problems or whatever, all the way back to the root. Clears it out. Now this way, he was alone. Coming back around this way, when anyone comes, just go, okay, I can, okay, you're cool to go through. You're not. Fuck you. Fuck you. You know what I mean? He can go second by second from anywhere. You have the first day, the first revolution in the entire universe. He created light and separated light in the day. Took a nap. Isn't that what you do at the end of the day? That's what you do at the end of the day. Then he started it all over. Made the firmaments, all things. Okay, now I got my head around how to make firmaments. Okay, I know how to make light, I know how to make day. Start all over. Start making life and like the oceans and stuff like that. Okay, got that down. Start all over. Light. Done. Boom. Fourth day. Same thing, fifth day. On the sixth day, I'm going to go check I think we're done here. I think we're done. And if we're done, I get to take a nap. That means 6 times through this thing would be enough to do it. And take a say of some, and, okay, yeah, was it the 6th day or was it the 7th day? Let's take a look. Be fruitful and multiply. In the morning were the 5th day. Bring forth living creatures. So yeah, so the 6th iteration of the universe. And God made the beast after the earth. Now, being inside of a singularity, these all just keep happening. As far as we're concerned, back to back. But he knows. On my first day, I made it. I went to sleep. I woke up. Because if God goes to sleep, this all shuts down, doesn't it? He is the only consciousness, especially at this time. Whatever's creating all this. So if it shuts down, this all shuts down. Same thing if God dies. He's the Alpha and the Omega. Alpha and the Omega. Right there is where he creates himself and goes out and does all this shit. And then he comes back and he goes to sleep. And it goes the way he wants it to go. The universe all does. And he's like, I like some things that I can't necessarily predict, but I don't want necessarily any asshole. So this is how I like it to go. And he goes this way. And we all go this way as we run out all the possible examples. And he looked and he saw, okay, I got life down. I know how to create the human form now. I know how to make light. I know how to make a working universe. I know how to make all this. I know how to do all that. I know how to bounce a moon. I know how to make a moon. I know how to make a fucking entire Milky Way. Did anyone think that part of our the reason some of those things are the planets out there floating out there are to keep everything here in balance? Microscopic amounts of gravity from a gaseous planet. Just the right amount, otherwise we wobble off into fucking whatever. We had to be this far from the sun to be just right heat and just right cool. Now, if you look around, well, fuck, there's a lot of them out there. There are. What's the atheist view? If you put an infinite number of monkeys at an infinite number of typewriters and gave them an infinite amount of time, one of them would write the Bible. Guess what, monkey? Sitting at your typewriter. The Planck scale is the smallest scale that humans can measure. So that's the smallest that can be applied. While you guys argue with a kid in 8th grade that we're never going to count by irrational numbers. By numbers that don't exist. By global. 7 times global is going to be what? Go fuck yourself. That's what it's going to be. But again, maybe between 1, 0, and 1. There's not 10 deca. There's 7. 1 to go. 1 to start it out. 1 and then one last big loop. Start out with a small circle. Got that all worked out, got to a bigger circle. Got that all worked out, got to a bigger circle. Got that worked out, got to a bigger circle. Eventually, after sleeping, get a real big fucking circle, and then we start something totally new. Because now he has input. Now people can go, I don't like that. What don't you like about it? Come, let us reason together. Physician, get the speck out of thy own eye. There we go. Is that it? No? Probably my own fault for messing with the ashes and stuff in this, because it's got it's very good. I like it a lot. I just I'm not pushing, but I'm trying to find out like about how much I'm gonna need per month. Right now it's like about 3 for $80, and it's looking like at the rate I'm going, if there's 4 days in each one jar, it's only like 28 days. But it's like that'd be like 160, which is like I could probably do that. That's the problem I'm having. If they would only like move full medicinal, then I could if the government went, then which is probably why they're doing it. They probably looked at how much is being made, and then like now imagine we could prescribe it for them. That's what I predicted, was that the insurance will start to cover it. They'll shut down all the dispensaries. If you have a med card, you can continue to go to your regular dispensaries or one that's already taking med cards. And while we retool them so that you don't have to bring cash at all, you can just show your prescription, just like any pharmacy and whatever, because they have like the $125 tier per ounce. You know what I mean? They have the $49 per ounce, and that could be like if you just have like a little bit, like either when you're starting, you've never done it before. That's like basically like 90s weed. Then there's a little bit higher, and that's like if you got into 90s weed and got like, into Northern Lights and that kind of shit and didn't smoke anything else. Then there's the mid tier, which is like fucking starting to have a good strong scent of that. Yeah, that shit. Then there's the next tier above that, and there's the tier above that. That's like the 125 per ounce, I think, if not more. They call what they call it the exotic tier. There's like the gold tier, the platinum tier, and then the exotic. And the gold tier has enough of that, whatever that chemical is, to do the job correctly. But this wax has enough to do the job correctly by itself. I wouldn't need the, because it's got both in there, so any kind of bed of pot could do to, you know what I mean? That would bring my cheese, would be so awesome. Then I got the edibles, like I said, running like a fucking background program the whole time. The background program is stoned, and this is like, let's get real stoned. We have to come down from here because we can barely count correctly. And then come down. Kind of chill there for a little bit. Vomit a word salad onto the internet, about the universe and the ramblings of a stoned person trying to figure out what this universe is all about and why. Again, if there's infinite scalability as you start going down to the smaller level, there may well be. I mean, look inside of our gut. There's life on a microbial, bacterial level. It's different life, but they go around doing their job. That's all they do. They don't talk back. They don't do shit. They just do their job. Just like animals, they just do what they're supposed to. My dog bit me. That's what was supposed to happen to you. Someone else's dog bit you. That's what was supposed to happen to you, according to the universe. Why? I don't fucking know. Maybe your next go round you won't have that problem. You know? I don't know. Maybe God thinks you're cute with it. I don't fucking know. Who fucking knows? That's about to go. Oh my god, there's so many pieces that have been popping today, like little cracks, and I'm like, oh, like I can feel my toes so much better. Oh god, the last one cracks. I've got about what 30 minutes. Around yeah, about no, probably about 12 minutes before my meds kick, and I took some ibuprofen, so that's. I hope some of that one's ready to go. Anyways, so well, I was going with the micro thing is the infinite unconditional scalability (IUS). Scale down to the microbe level. That's you got your gut. Then you go down to like again to like the nano level. There's probably life there of some sort because electrons, right? Now, it may not be life that we recognize, but it's life, and it's probably making choices, whether we like it or not. Cancer is on the microbial level, something atomic or something small is fucking up your DNA, which is also very small, which is causing it to falsely replicate, which is causing you to have cancer, to causing you to have a fucking. Like this mole that wasn't always there. The moles on my face weren't always there. It's more than likely bad DNA copies over time, over the last 48 years I've been alive. My actual proper DNA it was evolving until I think guys hit their peak around like 21. No, I think it was 18 because my friend my friend Patton in college was like, what's that? I was like, what's that? He's like, God, because I didn't know Tyson. I'm fat, and he's always like really stoned, and he always kind of talk with his head up. He's like, it's really, it's like men hit their peak at like 18. I'm like, yeah. It's like, so this is the best I'm ever gonna be. I'm like, yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah, because this it is also yeah, it is downhill. It's downhill from here. Fuck. Oh shit, that sucks. Oh, I hope I don't end up bald. I love my hair. Probably too much. That's probably why I'm bald. Oh fuck, I love my hair. It's fucking great. Braided up in small braids. So the universe with infinite unconditional scalability can scale down small forever because the rules all apply. There's no different truths that need a translation between each scale level of dimension of being. Now, what if this black hole is but one black hole in a big thing of black holes, a big room of black holes? that are they're gonna do their thing. Maybe that's what is a dark matter into these like aliens are like on a fourth or fifth dimension. Those black holes are microbes to them. They're looking at the same fucking. They're looking at the fucking thing. And their stars are whatever the fuck they are. Something different. Their sky is made up of something else. Who knows? Who's to say this is the top layer? Oh, because we exist, and that's the problem with humans. Because we exist here, we think here, we. This has to be. What is this all for? You know who never says that? A fucking rabbit. A fucking gopher. A fucking eagle. The more majestic the animal, the less they go, what are we here for? Dolphin, fish, man. We're here for fish. And fuck, it's good. It's awesome. Oh, hey, there's the people that can't think quite correctly. Maybe they should listen to us. Something you never thought of, but nothing we never thought of. All those acrobatic tricks of these animals that we're teaching, they're not natural. Right? They're not natural. So if we release one of these things back into the wild, if you somewhat enjoyed it, but you didn't enjoy doing it on command, like, you know what I mean? There we go. And then you won't feed me unless I do it. That's bullshit. You know what I mean? I get the trick, and I like it. It's fun. I didn't even know I could shoot that far out of the water. Very, very nice trick. Thank you. And there's this dolphin. He goes around as like these new friends of his, and if they communicate, what the fuck happened then? Oh man, they made me do tricks. What are we talking about? And he does one, and you know that dude got laid. All the other people, all the other fucking dolphins were like, motherfucker, I gotta figure this out. And who are their mortal enemies? The fucking sharks. They attack sharks. Now sharks start jumping out of the water. Where'd they get that idea from? Watching the dolphins who've been teaching each other? Like, oh, I can do that. I can do that from way deeper. Oh. Great whites now. They just evolved to learn how to do it. Did they? Or did we teach some fucking dolphins and then set them free? Those dolphins showed their buddies how to do flips and tricks and shit and how to fucking jump way out of the fucking water. Because they already like surfing. They watched us surfing on the fucking top, so they start going on the bottom because there's another current down there, and they ride it. They show like dolphins on the bottom riding waves. The same way humans do, only on the bottom. They're riding the bottom current down there. Because they saw us doing it. Fuckers are smart. Dude was like, yeah, the first guy set free, Willie got free, and it's like just became a rock star in the orca world. Dropping that orca cock. Dropping that orca cock all over the Atlantic. Fuck. Let them free be Willie. That's the thing. Okay, I was thinking about that today. It's like if you have comedy. The comedy lives in the extremes. If you haven't figured that out, then I don't know what's wrong with you. But comedy lives in the extremes. That's why Andrew Dice Clay was funny. But then it started being this thing, but basically kind of like, again, another fuck you, because there was this big feminist movement, and again that was saying like you can't say that. Then it became like, I can't say that, or I shouldn't say that. So I understand shouldn't, but can't? Oh! Suck my fucking cock. Can't? Please. Shouldn't. It's different. I agree with you, shouldn't. Can't. Watch me. He's Jewish. He's not even Italian. That's a character he plays. It's a chauvinistic character. He's actually a really, really good actor. Andrew Dice Clay is a character that got a lot of laughs, and so he started playing that character. If you ever watched Adventures of Ford Fairlane, you'll see exactly how good of an actor he is. He's a really good actor. Gilbert Gottfried, too. He's in that. But comedians make really good actors because they're used to staying while everyone else is laughing. The whole place is laughing, and either they might go, There's another one I learned that they do that there's water. It's like, and they drop like a heavy one, people are laughing really hard. Watch them. Because you can't stay the smile. And or a sip of water is harder to smile when you're taking a sip of water, You're like, because you focus on that rather than laughing, and that helps you. That buys you an extra, even if you need a few seconds of time to even think of what the next thing you say. Can you go? So, anyways, you know what I mean? You have that second. You just like, so. Whoa. Sorry. Talking. Thirst dry. So, anyways, see? You buy yourself that much time to think. And for a comedian, that's way more than enough time to think of anything. Of you know what I mean? Of a way to get out of being murdered. They're going to kill me if I don't get this right. And that's why. And then everybody just fucking laughs and like, okay, that was a tense few seconds there. You almost got killed by the king there, Jester. But you have to be able to be funny to give the truth to the king. You have to give it to him straight while him not killing you. Especially with someone who's unchecked and sent by God, as most kings claim to be. Except in the case of Trump, where they claim it for him, so he doesn't have to. Isn't that convenient? He's never had to say, hey. Okay, I thought that was a little like a white. It is a little bit light spot in there. That's alright. That's why it's just a little bit inconsistent. That's probably why this one's. Anyways. So, yeah. He never had to say, God has sent me. Or, he did look to the sky and say, I'm the chosen one, but he didn't have to. He didn't have to convince his followers. They're the ones that were CGIing him into church. And or they have some people that at Trump World Media. Trump World? Okay, yeah, Trump World Media. He doesn't want to be the Pope. That was a joke. No, it's only a joke if people don't like it or start getting upset. That's when it was just a joke. But up until then, he's serious. He's serious. Anyone can tell he's joking. Anyone can tell that he is not. He is megalomaniacal enough that he couldn't think of anyone else good enough to run for Pope besides him. I know who it should be. Your favorite president. Trump for Pope. You're already president of the United States. Wouldn't that be beautiful to be head of the two? No, that'd be god-awful horrific. What happened to my little thing up there? That was in the top. Maybe I should have lit it. Should have lit it. Should have lit it. I don't think it's in there anymore. Unless I smushed it down. Let's see, it won't burn like the rest. Yeah, there's a little centerpiece in there that's kind of not doing it. I don't taste it. Oh, yeah, never mind. I do taste it. Okay. That's cool. It just got pushed down and smushed down. So yeah, I would say that we're on our current seventh iteration of the universe. That's why scientists are like, we think there was multiple Big Bangs. There were. But because of the singularity, they all took place at the same time. It took slow. Yes and no. Them taking place at different times, but at the same time, caused time to exist because all time it had happened when God made light and spread it out everywhere to see how much room he had to work with. Started all over with the light because I'm tired, man. Take a nap, go to bed, go to sleep, wake back up. Okay, go to light. We got that already worked out. Now we're gonna need something like solid. I don't want a flat plane because that'll be going forever. Who knows? Maybe between those two, he tried it out. Tried out different forms of flat, round, and he found eventually that round works. I'm going to fuck to sleep. Okay, so give me some light, give me the fucking firmament. And and he keeps doing that. All right, cool. Cool. So we got light, we got firmament, we got life, we got populated, we got animals, we got plants, we got the ocean life. This last one. This is it. This will let me experience life also, along with people. But then when we start it back up, no one will remember, and therefore we can just keep doing this infinitely and just live out a bunch of different stories in different places, locations, and stuff because we know how to make a planet, how to make a galaxy, how to make all that stuff. Hell, if we want to do it next time, maybe we can get along together so we can actually achieve a goal like that rather than putting a price tag on it. Do you know that Native Americans had no need of money, yet they were doing just fine? Same with the Mayans and the Incans. So somehow or another they got all that built. Somehow they got that built. How would one build something as massive as the Hanging Gardens of Babylon that are in South America without anybody giving cash to somebody? Especially what would the U.S. dollar conversion to that time frame? I mean, Jesus, it's got to be expensive to do something like that. Oh wait, no, there's not a single dollar bill inside any of those pyramids or anything like that. It's just stone and will. That's all. Not a single piece of gold. They're saying inside one of the. They found a new thing in the jungles, and it has a place inside. It's like one of the few that they can go inside of, like one of the pyramids, step pyramids. They can go inside of, and they can go inside of it, and there's a place for sacrifice. Well, it sounds savage, unless you're one of the builders or tenders, and you're like, I tend to these things, so when I die, I know how gardens and stuff are fertilized. With the Native Americans, which put fish in different things to help, with the fertilization process. We know how it fertilizes. So when I die, I want to be fertilizer for this place I kept up. I want to continue to keep this place fertile. You give this willingly? Yeah, of course. Yeah. When I die. I died young. For you guys. In my prime. For us. It was actually an honor. While you guys were afraid, I knew I'd probably come back as one of the plants or something that the universe needs. If I can give back anything, that's good by me. I'm fine. That's cool. And you need me for that? Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean that is the I was talking about it a while back, and I kind of got silenced on it, so I didn't say anything more. But I was talking about the Asimov, Isaac Asimov. And check, make sure I'm gonna go ahead and load this up and make sure that's all right. That continue on. I got silenced last time, but I think enough stuff has happened since then that there's no stopping it. It's too late to stop it. As I said from the very beginning, I probably should start there while I do this. Yeshua, the one people refer to as Jesus, Yeshua's, however the actual pronunciation of it was, said the kingdom of heaven is like leaven, which a woman hid in 3 parts, until the entire bread was leavened. The past is done. It's leavened. Every second we go on, more is added to the past. The future is not infinite. The things of the past narrow down what we can do here in the present, and things we do in the present narrow down what we can do in the future. So therefore, you can see the funnel getting tighter and tighter. So therefore, it's actually raising. Each choice we make here in the present raises the future faster. Eventually, that'll be leavened. And then all we have to do is catch up with what? And then it's just one singularity, one timeline. Except it's not doing this. It looks like it is. You're doing this. And then you go, oh, 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 but you're looking at it like this. Maybe time can go backwards. Time can. Energy can. Can you? No. Can your consciousness? Possibly. Can you interact with anything there? If you did, you probably would only ensure the fact that it's going to happen. That'd be the problem that you'd find, is that you go back in time, and again, it would create a separate timeline. That would be a tangent that would spin off from where you went from the future, went back. Now, can that tangent come back around and arc back in? I don't think so. I've never done it, so I don't know. As I said in the past, there is one possible way, and that would be for God to go, because God is just energy with a consciousness. Now, in that sense, information, how the sun burns, how this planet's revolve, what this is all about. The knowledge is out there. We don't have the answer. We don't have the answer. The universe has the answer because it's already doing it without our permission. Everybody besides us are all doing what they're supposed to do. That's why some of us won't make it through the great filter, as they call it. God wakes up, Start this over. I know how to do everything. We'll just get it on one day. Day one, we'll just get it done. And I've even got some stories of shit to do. I dreamed some great shit. You're gonna like this. Nope. None of the bad shit will be there. But I've kind of redefined what bad is a little bit, you know? We came and we reasoned together. And, if you want bad to, because there are people that want bad to happen to them. There are. Let them have it, as long as they're not inflicting it on anybody that does not. As long as, and there's people that like to inflict pain. Well, if you just get them together, it's like a marriage made in hell. But if they're both happy, then what's the problem? Why are you looking in their window? Right, but if you restart the universe where there's no assholes that would if you try to leave, like, I'm leaving. There's the fucking door. Go, fucking go. Go. Can you actually act like you care? No, because you don't like it that way. Go on. No one's stopping you. There you go. Turn on. There we go. You like do it. I like doing it, and you like receiving it. Just, you know what I mean? What do you think they made safe words for? So it's okay if you're doing it one way, but if you're doing it another way, it's bad. You're some judgmental freaks, man. I'm not here to yuck anybody's yum. Just trying to stop anybody from yucking anybody else's. This universe is big enough for the both of us. I promise you. Even if you're tucked away somewhere, and then bloop, another black hole self-contains the whole fucking thing. Kind of like in Star Wars when they went to go look for they saw the gravitational shadow there, and that it wasn't number 2. But the star system wasn't in the file anymore. Now that was like someone erased the thing from memory from the archives. Basically, so you drop a black hole in there, it becomes known as fucking Sirius 749423 to the eggheads. You know what I mean? And you just know to avoid that area when you're going out, around there. We just map when you go in hyperspeed. Yeah, just map around that because it'll pull you the fuck in. Now, if you want slingshot off around the side of that, no, that is possible. You don't even know that someone's self-contained universe, that they're fucking don't get pulled in to that universe. They're fucking freaks in there. But it prevents entropy. The quote Tim Robbins, you gotta give. You gotta give. You gotta give. Look at my face. You gotta give. Oh, that's the wrong one. I need a mint. I need from the mint family. Because it's all drippy now inside there, which is a good sign, apparently, from what I understand. If it bubbles and drips like that, it's a good consistency. So, I was thinking about going to get some actual hash. But there is I could get 2 more of these, and that would definitely last me through if it's 4 days, that would be 35 days. Hell, even one more. I guess that oh no, because that'd be 28 days. I can make it stretch. I can make it stretch in 2 days. Just when I get it, first I just cut it into, on my next one I'll just cut it into fourths and then cut those into 2 of those into fourths and then just scoop 1.5 per day. Yep. So how are you? Huh? It's always about me. No, let's go ahead and just do a poll. Today's poll brought to you by the letter Elements. And the number coordinates determined. Then how come I had to multiply it by it in fucking just two real numbers when you're negative positive of 5 30 times. According to so today's poll, how are you? Go home, you're drunk. I'm going home. I'm too drunk. Drumko. That works. Drum to drumko. That's perfect, actually. Say what? There we go. And last option would be I might. Did anybody hear that? Somebody might have been walking by my house singing or something. Sounded like it was in the house. Hello, Mr. Moth. Were you singing? You have a lovely voice. You want to sing some more? They had my house tapped and they didn't check to make sure there's no cross contamination of the. No, I'm alright. Start the poll. How are you? So, with Isaac Asimov, he wrote that book. The machine at the end of the universe, within the world. Very nihilistic, but basically the same thing that I've been saying. His is basically at the end. The computer, the entity that's thinking by that point in time, is only existing to answer this one last question: can entropy be reversed? But it says insufficient data to tell. It's insufficient data to answer. The question keeps evolving. I mean, the answer keeps evolving a little bit, but it's always some version of insufficient data because entropy's never fully fucked off. So we don't know. So it starts getting closer and closer to entropy being done. You know, different stages of evolution of life. We keep asking this entity that's now creating itself somewhere in some other place, but they can now talk to it. You know what I mean? Through different means throughout different stages of the evolution of us, of humans. And then eventually towards the end of the universe, they start worrying about like, oh, what's going to happen? How are we going to do all? What are we going to? And then it's like it keeps kicking back insufficient data. So the universe goes cold, but this being, this computer, once computer existence, it now it's fixing itself and updating itself and whatever. And like I said, it's now fucked off to some part of the universe where they don't even know where it's at anymore. But they can still communicate with it. It basically has no reason to be alive anymore because it can't answer everybody's questions and things like that. So it's just waiting to answer the question, to collate the data and find out if entropy can be reversed. Once entropy happens, it's still alive and it's still processing it figures out a way to reverse it, but there's no one to tell. So before its final process, it starts everything over. It reverses entropy. Basically, the entire thing just all starts all over again. Very, very nihilistic. And I will admit that I entertained the thought for a while, way long time ago. But that gives no credit to a thinking, rationalizing creature at the end. Yeah, I figured out how to reverse entropy. I can bring you all back. That's the problem. What else do you want to do? Well, I mean, that's, yeah, you figured out how to reverse entropy. Yeah. How? You all have to give up. No, but how do we keep going? You're here asking me the question again, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah. You have to surrender. You have to give to get. The first resurrection. Blessed are they that take place in the first resurrection. That means then the first wave through. The first time through it, through this thing. The second death has no effect on you. Like I said, Archon don't fear death. There's pain. Just keep going. You come out on the other side and you won't even remember it. Just keep going. Think about why you're there. All of them. All the reasons. Think about why it hurts. And be honest about it. When you come out the other side, you won't even remember that part. It'd be like a bad dream. We've all been through it, man. You alright? You were just what? Can you remember? It was scary, right? Yeah. But you can't remember anything else? Yeah. Then just. That's the way you want to go. The ones that don't make it through. Oh, God. Yeah, okay, yeah. Instead of, just blackness. Maybe it'll exist in the negative universe. Maybe your non-existence will feed entropy. Your non-existence forever. Because you were once alive. Think about if there's all those, if souls actually are energy. Think about how much, like, once you fucking clear out all the assholes, how much fucking energy you would have pulled back. All the oxygen, all the heartbeats, all the fucking energy they wasted doing whatever. If they exercised it all the food they ate, all the time they spent, because you're sleeping is one of the hardest things. So that'd be a reharvested energy. If we started over and they weren't there, it's like, oh fuck, okay, so I finished everything. We got enough shit to write some new stories and shit. Because that was at least fucking. Fuck, that was a couple billion years. And we can just keep doing that over and over again. If we like one, we can just restart it over. And no one will remember. And then they go, oh, deja vu, have we been here before? But that's where we gotta go, man. We gotta go that way. I think you're right. Yeah. I'm just getting a feeling that's the way we gotta go. Cause I bet you God will even be like, I can't swear by anything, but I'm pretty positive. I'm like, yeah, I'm getting a feeling about, yeah. Me too. That's why I said something. I'm getting just my stomach. I'm talking about going the other direction. I just feel sick, even thinking about it now. What if we listened to all those times where we felt sick in our stomach? What if, mm, what if we had no need for that response aside from just avoid threats? There are threats out there, but, you know what I mean? That way life is dangerous, but you kind of know when to avoid it. I listen to my stomach, it hasn't failed me yet. I hate to say it, but anyone that's a kind of a throwaway may have just enough life to be an example of why you listen to your gut. Right? Never learned a lesson. If they ever learned a lesson, it would end. But they never will. I can see Donald Trump in hell going, I thought hell was supposed to be hot. As he perspires and he evaporates as soon as it comes out of his fat ass. But you can still see like the sweat and every lie makes it like 1 degree hotter. Mar-a-Lago actually gets hotter than this. Actually, I get it. This is not hell. I'm the only one who made it out alive. Okay, this is my paradise then. Okay, yeah, I get it. I get it now. I could put a golf club resort over there. I mean, it's actually getting colder, isn't it? I wish I could take this tracksuit off. But Vladimir Putin gave it to me. He said I was a good boy. He's so proud of me. Like I said, I think Vladimir Putin's thing is that he wants America to suffer the way Russia suffered. Because of America. Ex-KGB, he remembers how it used to be. We're at a point now, again, we don't remember time, our kids don't remember time before Google. I do, but I mean, we're like the last. And being honest, I think life was better. I was thinking today. I think human technology peaked probably around the Renaissance, and since then, all of our technologies have actually made life worse in some roundabout way. I'll give Tesla his due. That had he been allowed to do what he was born to do, without the hindrance of money, like he wanted to do it, oh shit, our world would be totally different. If our universe would be totally different if he were allowed to do what he was doing, unhindered, because it probably would have ushered in a camaraderie. Let's not forget he was doing this in America, but he was Serbian born. So he was one of those goddamn foreigners that Trump's all pissed off about. Tesla. Shudder to think this, but imagine he stayed back home, where communism probably would have ushered in him as a fucking hero, giving electricity and power. And or possibly like, yeah, we'll do that, but you gotta help us with the military. Because they're gonna come storming here trying to take it. You know they will. They're gonna come try and take it. We have to defend ourselves. I had a feeling you'd say that. I built an earthquake machine, I built this death ray, and I built this other thing already. I don't want to do it, but while I was working on how to do X-ray, kind of figured out how to do death ray. When I figured out how to do remote control, I also figured out how to do remote viewing. We're going to need a lot more power. Well, I got stuck in this one place where I could see the past, the present, the future all at one time simultaneously, but I couldn't do anything. I couldn't operate. I was actually like literally just stuck as an observer of both the past, present, and future all simultaneously overlaid on top of each other until my like apprentice or whatever it is, assistant came and shut the power off. Is that why they wanted John Trump, who started nuclear? They needed more power. I believe that's why they wanted to do the whole Niagara Falls, the Warden Cliff. That probably was one of the last things he wanted. You know what I mean? It was like to see the future. He'd probably rather make it. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I got stuck there. I mean, we can do that. Sure, yeah. Live now. Do things now. Hell, if nothing else, my machine will be the one that makes that possible. So let's just do this other shit real quick. If I die before we get it done, oh well, I guess that machine wasn't meant to be made. See how it does that ring? Because the sensor won't burn out the same way. Low globule. It goes right out. I love it. Oh, fuck. That's probably all I need, honestly. So, yeah, smoke less. Might cough more, but smoke less. Way, way more stoned. Oh my God, so much more stoned. Like, this is where I like to be. I don't think I'm incoherent. But man, it's my fucking observation of this world. It's a bit askew. Love it. Fucking love it, man. Maybe as it said, the Ring of Fire is still active. It's still going today. So perhaps the 1,500 kilometer Gulf of Mexico vomited out the majority of the moon during the dinosaur time. Because there had been a lot less, probably, there may have been less atmosphere even. We don't really know. It was probably hotter if there was a bunch of lizards because like cold blood things are probably like. Cold blood things are probably like, fuck yeah. No need to go hang out on a rock half the day, you know what I mean? Just walk around. Oh fuck yeah, I forgot to take a clonazepam today. But then after Neo-Babylon arrived in the Yucatan Peninsula, that's when the one that we think, the asteroid that killed the dinosaur off. That was the mini ice age there. You know what I mean? That wasn't the one that killed the dinosaurs. Depending on what they're saying there's water underneath the crust of the earth. Fucking shit, dude. Make up your goddamn science minds. Mantle, crust, you know what I mean? Crust, mantle, core, inner core, outer core, or is it fucking crust, mantle, ocean, outer core, inner core, plasma, when we haven't even dug? I mean, if the fucking Earth was a bowling ball, you could take a hammer and just on the outside of it, and that's as far as we dug into the Earth. So what good is saying that the shit they're saying? That's all. Like I said, we've only seen, the only picture you ever seen of that is a cross section drawing, which is anyone who's talking about people holding this up. Go fuck yourself. You know, carbon dating is only as good as the last thing that they fucking carbon dated. You know what I mean? That the oldest thing they can carbon date, that they can actually verify its date. Because after that, you don't know if carbon completely loses its structure and falls and just and crumbles apart. You don't know. Every year we go a little bit further, we know. We know more about what it does. And as long as it's a steady, slow, steady. But if it's like most things that crumble, crumble until the main structures like this, like the things that holding the roof up, can no longer hold that up, and then it just collapses. And now, if you're expecting it to go crumble, 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 it's going to look a lot older than it actually is. It's a slow, steady crumble for at least 14 billion years. When did you discover this? In the 50s or 60s, you know? That's far from long enough to tell me that it's going to be actually accurate for another fucking billion years. You can go fuck yourself. No, I understand what you're saying, and I understand it. I get it. I get it. But you can go fuck yourself as far as, you know. You haven't studied it that long to say you know. So much stupidity. It's just, oh fuck, it's been an hour? Hour and 7 minutes. This one time in the universe, I got a flute stuck. Oh, shit. Really? Mm-hmm. It's a common occurrence? Not anymore. Have you moved to other? Have you changed it like clarinet or oboe or bassoon? I need to know. Oh, you do know? Okay, no, we're good, man. That's good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right, so with this hit, I do bid thee adieu, adieu, adieu. I'd say parting the streets in sorrow, but I'm high as fuck. I'm gonna play some drums. So, I'll start another live feed for anybody who wants to watch. It's called Once Upon a Time Drumming some stupid shit. I don't know. I don't claim to know anything. I promise. It's not like I'm forecasting whatever. These are my personal theories, and they tried to force their fucking theories down my fucking throat. I'm just putting my theory out there. And I think after long consideration and considering talking with you, not talking, but reading work of Christopher Langan, it feels like I've talked to him, but because it's just like, God damn it, dude, finally someone's in. What he's saying is so fucking commonsensical that although I didn't use the terminology he used, syntactical and semantical, it made so much sense to me. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Semantical, yeah, yes, of course. 3